Pause for a second. Look at your hands. Really look. Feel the texture of whatever you're touching. Hear the sounds around you. It feels solid, real, undeniable, right? But what if I told you there's a compelling argument, not from science fiction, but from serious philosophy and science, that all of this, you, me, the stars, everything, might be nothing more than lines of code running on some unfathomably powerful computer? What if we're living inside a simulation? It sounds like the plot of The Matrix. I know, but stick with me. We're not talking about evil robots. We're talking about a fascinating possibility rooted in logic, technology, and the very nature of reality. Could the universe be the ultimate VR headset? Let's dive in, keep an open mind, and see where this rabbit hole leads. Simulation hypothesis isn't just wild speculation. It gained serious traction thanks to thinkers like philosopher Nick Bostrom. His argument is surprisingly simple, based on 3 logical steps, like 3 doors. Only one doesn't lead to us likely living in a simulation. Let's open them. 1. Door 1. Civilizations go extinct. Almost every advanced civilization destroys itself before it can create incredibly realistic simulations. Think nuclear war, environmental collapse, maybe a rogue AI. 2. Door 2. They lose interest. Advanced civilizations could create simulations, but they choose not to. Maybe it's unethical, boring, or they focus on other cosmic pursuits. 3. Door 3. Simulations are everywhere. Advanced civilizations do survive, do have the computing power, and are interested in running vast numbers of highly detailed simulations, perhaps of their own ancestors, or just for research entertainment. Bostrom argues that if Door 3 is even slightly possible for one advanced civilization, then over cosmic timescales, the number of simulated realities would vastly outnumber the one real, base reality. Think billions or trillions of simulations versus one original universe. So, statistically speaking, if you're experiencing a reality, odds are overwhelming that you're in a simulated one, not the original. It's a numbers game on a cosmic scale. Pretty wild, huh? Okay, the logic is intriguing, but is it even possible? Could something simulate our entire universe? Let's think about computing power. Moore's law of computer power has exploded. Your phone has more processing muscle than machines that filled rooms decades ago. We already run complex simulations, weather forecasts, car crashes, protein folding, even simple virtual worlds with millions of players. Or the future, imagine computing power doubling, quadrupling, for centuries or millennia. A civilization thousands or millions of years more advanced than us. Their tech would seem like magic to us. What seems impossible now might be child's play then. Simulating. They might not need to simulate every single atom in real time. Think about a video game. It doesn't render the entire world perfectly all the time. It only renders what the player is looking at in detail. The rest is simplified or just stored data. A super advanced simulation might work similarly, rendering the universe in incredible detail only when and where it's being observed. The rest, maybe just the underlying rules, the laws of physics holding potential until needed. This saves immense computing resources. So, while simulating our exact universe down to the last quark is beyond us now, the principle of simulating increasingly complex realities is demonstrable. The gap between what we can do and what an ultra-advanced civilization could do is likely unimaginably vast. This is the fun part. If we are in a simulation, are there clues, bugs, cosmic typos? Scientists and thinkers have proposed some potential glitches. A quantum weirdness down at the level of atoms. Things get bizarre. Particles act like they're in multiple places at once until we look. They instantly influence each other across vast distances. It's almost like the simulation is only calculating definite properties when it has to, saving processing power the rest of the time. Spooky action at a distance. Maybe just efficient data transfer within the system. Fundamental limits. Why is the speed of light the ultimate speed limit? Why Planck length and Planck time the smallest possible units? Could these be the resolution limits, or the processing clock speed, of the simulation? Like pixels on a screen or the frame rate of a game? A mathematical universe. Why is the universe so perfectly described by mathematics? Is math the discovery of the base reality's code? Or is it simply the language the simulation is written in? The uncanny effectiveness of math is a bit suspicious. The anthropic principle. Why do the fundamental constants of physics seem exquisitely fine, tuned to allow stars, planets, and life to exist? Change one slightly, and know us. Was it random luck in the base universe? Or was it chosen by the simulators? Maybe we're in a simulation specifically designed to produce conscious observers. Important caveat. None of this is proof. Each point has plausible explanations within standard physics, but they are curious features that feel, well, a bit programmy when viewed through the simulation lens. It's not all smooth sailing for the simulation idea. There are some major head-scratchers. Our infinite regress, the ultimate? Who simulates the simulators? If we're in a sim, who created the simulators? Are they in a simulation? And who created their simulators? This leads to an infinite chain of simulations within simulations. Where does it end? Is there an original, real, universe at the top? This gets messy fast. A computational monster, even with efficiency tricks, simulating every conscious mind in history, with all their inner thoughts, and the entire universe down to the quantum level seems insanely resource-intensive. Maybe too much, even for ultra-advanced beings. Is consciousness itself too complex to simulate? Or why simulate this? If you had God-like computing power, would you simulate our universe? With its traffic jams, tooth hitches, and reality TV, maybe? Or maybe you'd simulate something vastly more interesting or efficient. The why is a big question mark. What even is base reality? If simulations can become indistinguishable from reality, does the concept lose meaning? Is there a fundamental difference? Alright, fascinating thought experiment. But does it change anything? Does it matter? Actually, yes, in some surprisingly practical ways. 1. Humility check. It reminds us how little we truly know about the fundamental nature of reality. Our understanding is always evolving. Maybe the ultimate truth is far stranger than we imagine. Appreciating the mystery, whether real or simulated, the universe is astonishingly complex, beautiful, and worthy of wonder. This idea deepens the mystery, it doesn't diminish the awe. The value of consciousness, if we are simulated minds, does that make our experiences, love, pain, joy, any less real to us? Probably not. It might even make conscious experience more remarkable, a phenomenon complex enough to be worth simulating. Ethical considerations. We are advancing towards creating realistic simulations, AI, VR. This hypothesis forces us to think, if we create conscious simulations, what are our ethical responsibilities towards the beings inside them? Are they just code, or do they deserve rights? It's a crucial question looming on our horizon. 5. A different lens for physics. Some physicists explore if the simulation idea could offer new ways to understand quantum gravity or other deep puzzles. Could the universe's fundamental rules be literally computational? It's a different angle of attack. 6. Perspective on problems. Having a bad day, stuck in traffic. Remember the cosmic scale. Whether base reality or simulation, our personal dramas are incredibly small in the grand scheme. It can be oddly liberating. So, back to the big question. Is the universe a simulation? The honest, frustrating, and thrilling answer is we probably can't ever know for sure. If we find glitches, couldn't we just discover new, natural laws explaining them? If everything is perfectly consistent, that's exactly what a good simulation would do. And if the simulators revealed themselves, how could we trust that wasn't part of the simulation too? It might be fundamentally impossible to prove we're not in a simulation from within it. Like a character in a video game trying to find the edge of the TV screen. The boundaries are set by the system itself. So, where does that leave us? Suspended in an incredible mystery. The simulation hypothesis isn't necessarily true, but it's possible, logically coherent, and profoundly thought-provoking. It challenges our deepest assumptions about existence. It turns the universe from a given fact into a potential artifact, a creation. Look at your hands again. Real or simulated. The texture feels the same. The love you feel, the pain, the wonder at a sunset, it all feels intensely real to you. And maybe, in the end, that's what matters most. Whether we're base, reality biological beings or incredibly sophisticated lines of code in a cosmic computer, this experience is what we have. This is our reality. The simulation idea doesn't make it less. It makes the very fact that we can contemplate such things, that we experience consciousness at all, utterly astonishing. So, keep questioning, keep wondering, and keep experiencing this incredible reality simulation, whatever it truly is. The mystery is part of the beauty. If you enjoyed exploring the idea of our world being a simulation, don't forget to like and subscribe for more mind-bending content.